it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with another one of my book haul revisits. This is the third one in this series. I'm really excited about it. You guys seem to like it. I enjoy doing them. I have seen a couple other people kind of take up and do them as well. I am super excited if I've motivated any of you to look through your prior hauls and see how many of those books that you've read. I do this on my beauty channel as well, so it's really helped me curtail my spending and look at how much I'm bringing in versus how much I'm consuming, being smarter about my buying because I still have so many books that I need to read. So I've been really good with buying this year and budgeting myself more than when I started. So that has been a really good bonus of doing a series like this. This particular book haul was on October 28th of 2016. I got a total of 24 books in this particular book haul. We're gonna see how many of them I've read. We're gonna see how many of those I have not read, how many I've unhauled, because I have unhauled a couple. We're just gonna do this. This is not my best one of all of them, but it's not awful. So the very first book that I got in that particular book haul was One Day by David Nichols. I love this book. It's like my all-time favorite book. I adore it. I got this because I didn't have a physical copy of it. I only had an e-version, and I really wanted to have a physical copy. I do want to reread this at some point, but I have not actually read this particular book yet, but I will reread it. Then I had Us by David Nichols. I liked One Day so much, I figured I would give this one a try. I got the audiobook of this. I got a little ways through the audiobook and realized the audiobook was not keeping my attention. It was just not moving the way that I needed it to. And I gave up on the audiobook, and I have not picked up this physical copy because I didn't like the audiobook, and I really wasn't sure at that point if it was a story that I was going to enjoy. So I am counting both One Day and this book as unread, even though technically I've read One Day before, just not that version, and I'm counting this one as unread even though I started it and then DNF'd it. Then I had this guy, which has been on like every intimidating TBR or intimidating book or like books I'm not sure if I'm gonna read. This book has made it onto all of those lists. It is huge, but I do like the construction of it. It's nice and floppy. This is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton, and this one is actually a fantasy, like magical kind of like mysticism, Zodiac-ish kind of a story, which I didn't realize at the time of buying it. I honestly knew nothing about it at the time of buying it. I want to read this. I just legitimately don't know when I will. I did read the next two, which were Sweet Peril by Wendy Higgins and Sweet Reckoning by Wendy Higgins. I've got reviews of both of these up on Goodreads. I think they were probably 4-star reads for me. I don't know. This series was super addicting and really quick. It started with Sweet Evil and then went on to these two, and I liked them. They weren't masterpieces, but they were really good reads, and I enjoyed them. So those two are read. The next book that I hauled in this particular haul was Uprooted by Naomi Novik. You all know I read it, and you all know that I hated it with a deep fiery passion. I've unhauled it. Paper Princess, Broken Prince. I have not read these yet. I may throw these into my Contemporary May TBR because I don't know if I'm going to get to the whole Beach Lane series, and these are just 2 books. I don't own the third one yet, but there is a third one in this, and this is by Erin Watt. I'm interested in it. I think I might try to give these a read at some point this month, maybe, so these will be counted as read hopefully soon. I don't know. Then I have 2 books that are actually back here. I have The Heart of Betrayal and The Beauty of Darkness, which I am not digging out from back there. They were both in this book haul as well, and I have not read that series yet, so sorry. Fragile Eternity, which is a part of the Wicked series by Melissa Marr, which you guys know I am rereading. This particular haul actually had Wicked in it as well, Wicked Lovely, which I have read. This book, which is the 3rd book, and I've started it, but I'm counting it as unread. I'm 75 pages into this particular book, but I put it down for this month because this is about fae and magic, and this is a contemporary month with none of this. So this has to wait, but I will be reading this as soon as I'm back to reading these kinds of stories. So technically unread, but currently reading. And then Wicked Lovely I did read, so that's a plus. But I have not gotten yet to Darkest Mercy or Radiant Shadows. Then I have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodgkins. And I read it, and then I unhauled it, because I hate Mara, I hate that series. I don't want it in my life. So yes, read it, yes, unhauled it. Every Hearted Doorway by Shauna McGuire, which I loved. I'm pretty sure I gave this guy a 5-star, and I think everybody should read it. It's super short and easy but amazing, and I can't wait for her next one to come out, which, did it come out yet? I don't know. but I need to read it. Then I had The Great Hunt by Wendy Higgins, which I bought because the cover was stunning. I will link the original video for the haul up above so you can go see it. The cover on it was gorgeous. I read it, but I unhauled it. It was not good. I'm not continuing with the series, so I got rid of it. So that's actually 3 unhauls. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. I hauled all of those in that particular haul, and I read them all. I'm not taking them out because they're behind all my pops, and it's a pain in the butt. But I read all 3 of those books. You know what they look like. You know what they're about. They were a means to an end because Lady Midnight was phenomenal. I can't wait for Lord of Shadows. Then we get to the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. This box set down here. I haven't read them yet. I want to. They're going to probably be one of my first reads once I go back to fantasy in June, but I have not read them yet. So that's 3 books that I have not read. Then I had one last book in this haul, and that is Lux Consequences, which is the second set of bind-ups from the Lux Beginnings series, like the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I haven't read this series yet, but can you see that literally this is where my stack is? I only read 10 out of these 24 books. It seemed like I was on a stretch of read books there for a while, but I had box sets, I had continuations, there's no excuses. I've only read 10 of these 24 books, unhauled 3 of the 10 that I read. They weren't good. And I have 14 of these that are unread. My goal is to get to that Laini Taylor box set in June. I'm also hoping to possibly get to this Paper Princess Broken Prince in May still for a contemporary read. I mean, eventually I'll read all of these, right? That's the goal. But that's been this particular book haul revisit. I hope you've enjoyed it and just helping to keep me accountable for reading what I buy. I think it's important to do. If you're doing these as well, please definitely comment down below and let me know because I want to check them out. I love these videos. If you liked this video, give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.